in hand on honeymoon street. You'll find the taste of love so sweet. We're gonna buck the trend that everybody else can lead. Keep walking on honeymoon street. Keep walking on honeymoon street.
Hi there guys, nice to see you again, thanks for tuning in. It's Ross at FoodTravelMusicLove.com, inspiration from the heart. I'm on my own today, Olivia's back with her mum. We're going to do something again in a couple of weeks I think together, but this one she would not want to be involved with. I'm not even sure I want to be involved with this one. It's the spiciest ever chili con carne, kind of challenge if you like. So it's a 5 Alive meal special in that I think it does still come in at under £5 and possibly just in at under 500 calories. But to be fair, this is just one that I'm doing just to show how much spice I can put in and how much spice I can eat. I've actually been asked to do this by a couple of restaurants out in Thailand and one in Amsterdam. I tried to get out there and there's a couple of chains and it's kind of like a challenge for me. They want to see how much spice I can eat because they have like really spicy food on the menu, especially the one in Thailand. And I've got some Thai chilies and things going in this one as well. As you can see, as normal, I've always got everything all prepped. Get all your pots and pans out, all your spices, all your vegetables, even the washing up bowl is sitting there ready to go so you can just wash up as you go and it keeps it nice and tight. I'm going to get on first and start chopping up some of the veg. Now the veg I'm using today, I've got peppers, courgettes, some asparagus, some lovely vine tomatoes, a bit of onion, and obviously all the chilies as well, and then you've got your kidney beans, etc.
Country lane in a vain attempt to remain sane. Could have taken any road, cause the roads to me just look the same. A lot of things that I couldn't give a damn about your plans or where you are.
Okay, I'm just going to show you some of the fresh chilies that are going in. I think there's about 40 and it's going to make like 2 portions. This one here is just like a basic medium chili, beautiful little beast, but this is like a jalapeno style heat. Thai chilies, these are fiery, these are really, really fiery. Bird's eye, this is the bird's eye chili. Finger, this is the finger chilies. Again, really, really quite hot. The little ones are the ones you normally have to be wary of. The little ones, and then once they get into like sort of mini pepper shapes, that I'll come on to in a minute. But these are the rocket chilies. Just holding this scares me a little bit. Now there's no way I'll just start tucking into one of these. I could probably chew most of the other ones if I really wanted to, but there's no way I would do that with this. Scotch bonnet. These are fiery and everything's going to go in here, seeds and all. Really the seeds and the membrane are the spicy bit, so you could cheat and take them out, but I'll make sure, I'm not going to edit anything out like that. You'll see that everything's going in. And I've got 4 of these going in, so it's going to make up roughly like sort of 2 each. Just one of these will really, really spice up any meal that you make, just one. And I've got like another 39 chilies on top. But these are really, really tasty. These are used in Caribbean cooking, a lot of jerk sauces. So let's get on and see what we can do with them.
Thing that I'll always keep an eye on what you do and where you are. Once our hearts have made a pact, you've no way out, cause I never turn back.
Now I'm not only doing this as a challenge to show obviously these restaurants what I can do and hopefully get some work from them. I'm doing this to show you that a chili doesn't have to be really complicated. I'm doing this without any stirring sauces. It's completely homemade, but it's easy enough to do. Really, really is easy enough to do. Okay, so first thing to start off with is the mince. Now I'm going to use today frozen mince. It's 12% fat mince. You can get obviously really lean 5% and you can get 20 and 25%. I'm going about halfway, 12%. You cook it from frozen in a cold pan. That'll get cooking really ready for the veg. That'll be done within 5-6 minutes basically. And no other oil. You don't need to add oil. touch of good quality salt as well. Okay, so that's nicely browned off now. It's not a big problem really if you have any sort of red left in there, because this is going to be cooking for a long time anyway. But just make sure it's browned off nicely. Next, nice big chunks of onion. Get that in first. Already, the smells are really nice. As soon as you get onion into a pan, it's lovely. And now it's time for the rest of the veg to go in. Courgettes, asparagus, red, green, pepper, anything you've got left in. I was telling you about the colours. I mean, look at that. That is a nice pan of food. So many different colours and flavours. Oh, these smells are lovely already. With all these colours and vegetables, it's such a Mediterranean, Mexican kind of fusion. It's lovely. Well, here we go, guys. I think they're ready. Is this a plate of hell or a plate of beauty? All subjective. Subjective for me as well, I'll tell you in about 3 hours. Here we go. Oh man. That's a scary addition to this dish, but it's gonna look wonderful. And yep, that's got to the throat already. Jesus. Okay, as you guys know by now, if you watch some of my videos, I'm a big fan of this stuff, harissa. I've got a little bit left, so it would be a shame not to stick that in there as well. You really want, like, maybe, ideally, if you're going to put it in, about 2 good teaspoonfuls of it. Remember, this is full of, like, crushed chilies. As if I haven't got enough. And again, I say it every time I use harissa, bang, it's instant. Instant smell, instant flavour going in there. Kidney beans, time for them. Can't have a chilli without good old kidney beans going in. Don't want to waste too much of this, but there you go. A little drop of red wine in there. That was about a small glass. Or for a lot of you out there, that was about a shot. Chopped tomatoes, any basic tin of chopped tomatoes will do. Oh, that's nice, there we go. Chopped tommies. A little bit of tomato paste as well. Whatever we got left in there. There we go. Just intensifies those tomato flavours, and obviously we've got this beautiful little bowl to go in right towards the end as well. Okay, so that's looking really, really thick now. We want a last little bit of stock to go in. Beef stock's best. You can either put this into the jar first, like into a measuring jug with the hot water, but this is crumbly, this one, really, really crumbly, so just put it all over and then let the magic begin. That's that. And then maybe 200 millilitres of water. 300, there we go. 300 millilitres of water. Give that a good stir. What I'll do is, once it gets to about an hour in, I'm going to put the timer on. Once it gets to an hour in, we'll put some of these beautiful little herbs in with the chopped tommies. Done.
I'll take good anger and I'll taste it pain. Just makes me stronger in your wicked games. I'll skip my turn if that's what I desire. You take your turn and start another fire. Yeah.
Okay, cheers. I'm waiting for the food to be ready. It's burning my skin, burning my eyes a little bit, my fingertips. I've never had watery eyes and burning skin at this point when I've been cooking a meal for myself before, so we'll see how this goes. Other projects that are coming up, I am going to be retracing the steps of Stein, Wainwright and Connolly. I'll let you work out which of these people they may be. You may be able to guess from the names, but the trips are going to be in the north of England, probably over in Ireland, where I've learned a couple of years ago that I've got family, so there's some family steps I'd like to retrace as well. And also either Mexico or a Southeast Asia based tour. So it's kind of retracing the steps of celebrities that have already gone out and done these things and seeing how things have changed in the time since they've done them. And as soon as I can, my main priority is getting out and about and promoting the UK tourism industry. The UK tourism industry is, I wanted to say the word, but it is sadly in ruins and in tatters, and the government have not done enough to try and support the tourism industry yet. Hopefully they've got time to try and do something, but you know, we really need to rally round and holiday local this year, which is probably what we're going to be allowed to do anyway, but everyone needs to get out and about and support your bed and breakfast, support the little local hotels, even if it's arcades, fish and chip shops. Get out and about and just eat local, shop local, and do whatever you can do to try and save our nation. Okay guys, we are ready to serve up. And it is smelling good. First of all, just going to drain the rice off. There we go. So the rice had about 20-22 minutes. Good whole grain rice does need about that long. Other rices may only take about sort of 10-15 minutes. But you don't want this to be too hard. You don't want too much of a bite to it. There we go. There's not too much rice. Try and keep it a little bit carb low. Ah, yes. That is looking good. And you can see so many of these whole chilies in there as well. Okay, here we go. This, oh God. Right. Now, this is a mammoth bit of food, this, but I've got to do it to show that I can eat at least half of it. I reckon that's got to be about half, isn't it? Half and half. There we go. I might pick at that in a little while as well. Magic. Ready now for this first mouthful. It's smelling good, it's looking good. I don't know quite where to start with this, whether to just go in with a whole chilli. Here we go, first mouthful. It's certainly, Jesus, certainly heat hot. Kidney beans, tomatoes. Gotta get a bit with the, I'll tell you what. I'll get a bit with a whole chilli on it. How about that? First mouthful. I've never been scared to eat before. Yeah, that is proper nice. My mouth is full of pins and needles everywhere. It's good. I've got to admit though, the flavours are good. And again, I've said this in other videos, don't be proud about saying that about your own grub. The flavours are really good. That's one mouthful. It is really packed full of flavour, and that's why you have to be so careful about how much cumin you put in. If you put too much of that in, you just get cumin, and you don't want that. I like how I'm saying all this and I'll chuck 40 chillies in it. Yeah. I'm not sure I've had something as spicy as that before, if I'm totally honest. I know I have had a lot of spicy things. If I was on my own, yeah, I might be crying now. Oh, God. Red wine, it goes really well with this, but I'm not sure if it's calming down. I think it's kind of reigniting the flame a little bit. Let's get in there with another bit, shall we? This is nice stuff. But it's pain. Burning the lip as it goes in. The problem is, it's not a problem though, it's just, it's confusing the mind because the flavours are so nice, so it's really, really tasty. I wouldn't suggest anyone else just doing this and sticking that many chillies in. But you know, I'm weird. The problem is, when you really, really like chilli and you really like those flavours, it's like an addiction. So the pain feels good. You know, I always said I'd hate acupuncture, but I don't know, maybe I should try it out. It is so nice, it's so nice. There's a lot of red going on in here, and some of the red are just a nice vine tomatoes, quite nice and cooling. Some of them are the peppers, nicely softened. Most of them appear to be like Scotch bonnets. Oh. And I'll tell you something here, potluck apparently came about medieval times. We used to stick a load of beef, chicken, pork, everything like that into a pot, bubble it up with a bit of stock, and then there'd also be like frog, cat, whatever else they could get hold of, and it was potluck. You used to put your spoon in there, get something out like a nice big bit of broth, and it was potluck, believe it or not. Still going. Obviously, if you do make anything like this, that was a spicy one. If you do make anything like this, you can always add sour cream, have a glass of milk on the side, or you could just eat like a normal human being, you know. Oh, massive red chilli in there. There's something wrong with me or something oh so right with me. I'll let you decide. I might decide. I can't give up now, can I? Mark Wiens, Mark, W-I-E-N-S, watch his videos. Mark Wiens, if you're watching this, I challenge you to come and try this. FoodTravelMusicLove.com, inspiration from the idiot. I haven't been this out of breath since before I was single. I'll let you work that one out for yourselves. Here we go. One last mammoth mouthful. Job done. Cheers, guys. So I've literally just finished that now. My mouth's still burning, so apologies for the slight speech impediment. Really, really nice, really enjoyed that in a perverse sort of way. It's kind of, must be like doing bungee jumping or something. I never see the point in people doing that. Well, some people might say they don't see the point in me putting 40 chillies into a chili con carne. Enough said. I'm not going to have any milk, I'm not going to have any ice cream or anything like that. I'm going to stick with this, but I enjoyed doing it for you. I hope you enjoyed watching it, and thank you for watching. Ross, FoodTravelMusicLove.com, inspiration from the heart. Thank you.